how we're dealing with this. Oh, it's waiting. Okay. Now we're live. Welcome. What's poppin', peeps? I hope that everyone's having a great Easter weekend. Whether you're religious or not, have a wonderful weekend, people. This is going to be the first step for Zach Lesage, PTCG, in kind of creating some new content and really coming up with a lot of great stuff. So, I mean, I'm excited to live chat with peeps while I'm doing a deck profile. So basically, the new way that things are going to work on the channel, or at least I hope so, and I'm still experimenting with things, I'm still a newer content creator, we're basically going to start off by going with, how's the best way for me to explain this? For the more rogue, less competitive, non-Pikarom E-turn decks, so basically anything that's not absolutely dominating tournaments, I think I'm going to bring it to a live stream format, similar to what we have here. So basically answering questions, getting people live, watching, going through that. I will get to everyone in the chat momentarily. So in this video, we're going to be covering over Lapras VMAX and basically showing how my list starts off. So I'm going to come in with an idea. We're going to play a couple games or maybe get some feedback from the chat on the list. Because, I mean, I'm just one person. It's very possible that I missed a list somewhere, or missed a tag, or missed something, and then we're going to play some live gameplay on the ladder, or with chat, or whatever, and then update the deck, play some games, whatever. I try to aim, I'm going to aim for these videos to be around the hour mark, so if someone's wondering when the stream's going to end, I don't want to be like, oh, it's abruptly ending. It's going to be about an hour, so we're starting at 11 a.m. Eastern now, and then it's going to end an hour later at noon Eastern, 12. So, I mean, that's kind of what the new style is going to be, and I hope that everyone enjoys it. And I'm excited to jump into some chat, so I'm going to switch it over to my kind of deck profile here, what we have. Where do I have that? Perfect. So this is what we got for the deck. And I'm looking at the chat here. Sergius, I love this deck. Word, what's up? I'm glad that you love this deck. I think this deck's hot. I'm doing really well today. It's Easter. I made myself, I picked up these drinks. It's Kickin' Horse. It's a black unsweeted cold brew from, where is it? I think it's from BC. In Vermeer, BC. So, I mean, kind of Canadian operated. So I made myself a vanilla soy latte. I'm not lactose or anything, I just like soy milk. And I got some water in the trusty Starbucks cup. So, ready to do all that. Pokemon trainer Alex, yo, what's up? Daniel, what's up? So basically, this is my Lapras deck. And I think Lapras is going to be pretty hot here. Lapras is popping up because it's water type, first and foremost. So it's one of those things with Lapras being great. It's good against Victini VMAX. It's good against Centiskorch VMAX. And this is one of those decks where you want to know what, with a lot of the fire type decks winning lately, I could see Lapras VMAX making a bit of a comeback in our formats. You actually think Eldegoss is a really important Eternatus matchup, something to consider. Yeah, Hormonal Llama, I really appreciate that. I think that's not a bad idea. And that's something that I'd consider, especially with E-turn being well. So right now, I kind of use that spot as a Decidueye tech, because when I built this deck, Decidueye was quite popular. But with E-turn being the more popular deck, it would make more sense for us to have that spot. Or maybe just make a spot for both. I know Eldegoss has some answers against E-turn. Lapras is okay, I just hope you don't hit a Pikarom. Yeah, essentially. This deck struggles against Pikarom a lot. Weakness is one of my least favorites aspects of the Pokemon TCG, because double weakness, quite frankly, sucks. I'd love for it to be plus 30. A Pikarom should not be able to knock out a 3 prize card Pokemon. So that's really one of the things that upsets me a lot. But it's fine. We got to deal with it, and that's the game that we deal with. We play within the sandbox that we are told to play in. So G-Max Pump doing 90 plus 30 for each water energy attached to this Pokemon. In what edition is Dedenne-GX? Dedenne-GX is from Unbroken Bonds. So it will be rotating out this summer, but it is very important when it comes to a deck like this. So we're going to start off, we got Crobat. Crobat with Dark Assets, being able to draw some cards is going to be super cool. And I mean, this card's going to be played in a lot of decks. I do think this deck is quite budget for anyone who's wondering. A lot of the Lapras pieces are very cheap to pick up online. And with Crobats dropping due to Shining Fates coming out recently in the promos, it should be pretty cool. Eldegoss has never been really worth that much. Happy Match getting back a supporter. I like being able to get back a supporter. I think it sounds pretty cool if you ask me. I think I'd rather play that than... I just like having a searchable supporter option. Yeah, this is like water-type Centiskorch, exactly. Dedenne-GX really to pitch our hand, get some things back. Mew is to help us against new Rapid Strike Urshifu. We don't want them to go G-Max Rapid Flow, hit our bench, so that's going to be pretty hot. The Lapras, this is the same one as the one from Sword and Shield, by the way. So we're going to go, like, this is exactly the same one from Sword and Shield that everyone has. I just have the promo version. So Aqua Wash doing 70, I think you could rip both energies off of Decidueye and really kind of juggle that for a few turns. I think it could be quite good. So then Lapras. Lapras is okay. Lapras is a way to get through things like Zamazenta. Don't forget about that because it only blocks VMAX, not V. Just double checking what's going on in the check. Keldeo can also be a wall against Pikarom. That's very true. Also, everyone is going to be able to get a free Eldegoss next week during the PC3 stream. That's awesome. How many packs do you have to buy approximately to get this deck together? In real life, I would not buy packs to put this deck together. I would buy singles. This deck, to me, off the top of my head, is under $50 US. Then we got Snom. The reason why we played this Snom over the new Snom is because Call for Family is an awesome attack, but this Pokemon has double retreat cost. And you might be like, yo, Zach, you play Air Balloon, that's going to work, or you play 2 copies of Switch, that's going to work. It's one of those things where sometimes you just have to retreat with a single energy. I caught this during my Kingdra video, and it's one of those things where this Snom's just technically better due to the retreat cost. The other Snom is better in every single way, but they made that Snom a little bit more chonky with the double retreat cost. Got Frosmoth. Again, I do have the... You could play with the non-Cloud Arts if you want. There's the other ones that are available from either Sword and Shield or Shining Fates, but this card is really just going to be powering up your Pokemon on the bench. Yeah, Asami, this is totally live. What's poppin'? Trying out something new. In an effort to kind of create the best content ever, I was like, how do I blend and make these decks a little bit more exciting? Because I'm not going to be the first or last person to cover Lapras VMAX. Hey, Cordy, what's up? It's one of those things where when I've been covering these decks that are not the Pikarom decks, because people look at me for Pikarom decks, E-Turn decks, Centiskorch decks, a lot of people only look at me for the best decks. I mean, I do have a lot of pride and stuff when it comes to these more rogue decks, and I think it adds a certain element where someone in the chat, we've already heard, add Keldeo GX, add this. It's one thing to really look at. So, I mean, I think it's going to be a bit more exciting to talk live through the chat, especially when we're going through some games. Cordy, yeah, you could join the Discord and play some games. But I recently paid about $65 with shipping and everything. Also did not buy Mew to save money. Got it. Does that mean single cards? Yeah, I would buy some. Sergius Atlas sells cards. Says it's Cloud Art Frosmoth, but they're not secret rare, for shame. I only play with the shinies. I don't play secret rare anything. I'm really weird, super OCD about my decks, everyone. What does baby Lapras do? Lapras does 70 damage. You may put 2 energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon into their hands. So I think it's good against Decidueye. You hit them for 70, rip both their energies, and then you can kind of balance and chase them down. Immediately, one thing that I'm noticing about this list is I think bench space might be of an issue. So I'm going to actually cut an Eldegoss and just add a boss's orders, I think. Or maybe I'll keep the boss orders at 2 and I'll add in the Keldeo GX, just so we have a more well-rounded deck. Hype for the weekly meta review. Thank you. It's something that I don't know which day I'm going to start it, but I mean, I'm super excited for that. And I'm just typing the message. If everyone here who's watching could give this video a like, thumbs up, that'd be totally awesome. And don't forget to subscribe as well if you haven't already. So I'm gonna pin that to the message, or pin that to the top. So this is the list that I'm going to go in with. I don't know if anyone, if there's anything that needs to be explained. I guess I can finish a little bit. Capacious Bucket searches for water energies. We want to load them up with Frosmoth. We got Ordinary Rod to get back some of our resources in case some of our pieces fall. And then we have Training Court here that can get our energies back from our discard pile. Everything else is very common, where we have Level Ball to search out things like Mew, or we can get Frosmoth and Snoms. I think that's really helpful. Quick Balls to search things out, Pokemon Communication to search things out. So if you have any questions about the deck, let me know in the comments below. If you did not miss our live, you should totally follow me on Twitter, and that's where I post all my good stuff. So just to answer, Ruben, do I think Lapras is good? Counter for Victini VMAX? Yes. This deck should absolutely destroy Victini VMAX. I don't think they're playing weakness card energy right now, and fire type decks typically lose to water type decks. I'm playing this deck and I added an energy recycler and it's helped a lot. I mean, I think that could be fine. I think it's hard to find a one of. That's why I play 2 copies of Training Court, 4 copies of Capacious Bucket, 1 copy of Ordinary Rod. So kind of combining those all together, it really works. Is Keldeo to block Pikarom and such? Keldeo's a good Eternatus counter. It's okay against Pikarom. It's okay against Decidueye. Okay in the sense that you can get off a Resolute Blade GX and then knock out your opponent's Pokemon, and then maybe they won't be able to knock you out back. But you are weak to them. Lapras should work there as well, so giving us a better Desi matchup. We'll have to see. I don't know if we're going to hit one. Is this deck easier to play than Rapid Strike Urshifu? I lost every game with Urshifu so far. So Last Protect, word up. Thank you for being one of our channel members, by the way. Really appreciate that. This deck would be easier to play than Rapid Strike Urshifu. Rapid Strike Urshifu is actually one of the more difficult decks to play in our formats. This deck is very beginner orientated, where you're really loading up energies for G-Max Pump and attacking. Maybe you should schedule a Monday. Yeah, I'm definitely planning on doing a meta review one of the days. I'm going to come up with a schedule that works. As a content creator, sometimes I'm of the essence and things change in my day-to-day, so I'll have to double check to make sure that that works. If you want a full cheap rogue deck, I've been playing around with UNB Crobat and the Poison Shell. Yeah, Crobat I think is really good. I don't know if Crobat's necessarily a deck. I like it as a draw engine. I just think it's good because overall you aren't really losing weakness much with Pikarom less common. Yeah, 100%. And while there is everywhere, is this for Attorney? No, Derek, it's not for Attorney. This is for me just playing live on PTCGO. So I'm going to be playing some games, and this is kind of a new live deck profile. So I decided to make the less competitive contents, such as Lapras. I mean, Lapras is like a tier 2 deck, everyone. I'll be completely honest. That means it's going to have some flaws. It's going to have a weaker matchup spread, etc., etc. But it is viable in this format, and I am trying to cover it for my channel for the Battle Styles formats. I did play this week's team challenge. My team advanced. No help to me. I went 0-3. I hit all the bad matchups. The opposing team destroyed my team, and I went 0-3. But my teammates Ty and Michelle, they both more than pulled their weight. I'm a heavy guy, so they definitely pulled me, and they were able to go 5-4 to win the team challenge, barely, against a store in North Dakota. Sergius, just to answer you, how do you get specific cards? You can get packs in game, and then you could trade for them. Yeah, exactly. So Last Protect's got it. A midweek Q&A and a quick 10 to 15 minute video answering a few common questions you get in a stream per week would be nice and easy content. Yeah, if you have any, Belf, if you have any questions, feel free to ask me during this. So this would be a great time. I plan on streaming a lot more and creating some more meaningful content. So if you have any questions, kind of how we're answering things right now, for sure, just let me know. But thank you so much for the suggestion. I really appreciate it. And I'm not just trying to be like whole YouTube voice or anything like that. It's one of those things where I honestly appreciate every single person who's watching my videos. It's the #1 thing that's getting me through each day. So thank you so much, everyone. The support means a lot. So that being said, let's save this deck. And I will put the updated deck that we end with on on the video below. The deck is in the description, and if you're missing any cards for the deck, you can head to PTCGO use code ZELA/5. That code's also in the description. They're really great. They help me a lot for this channel, hooking me up with some codes and stuff like that. So I wish y'all should totally you should totally check them out and show them some love. And I mean, you get that sweet discount on some codes. So let's go versus, see exactly what's going on. You see my team challenge deck that I played? This is, I had a modified Victini deck. Really wish I played some reset stamps there last night. That would have given me a little bit better of a chance. But that's okay. Let's go into Lapras, see exactly what we're going to play. And if any channel members want to play a game against Lapras and don't want to play a deck that's going to embarrass me like Pikarom, or even if you want to embarrass me with Pikarom, we're going to show exactly how it goes. So I won the coin flip. Do we want to go first with the deck? I think yes. You want to evolve Snom into Frosmoth, and you want to evolve Lapras into Lapras VMAX. So that's usually why most VMAX decks want to go first. And this is live, a cat in a hat. My cat in a hat. So we are here live. So, is one copy of Nessa ever worth it? Probably not, to be honest. This is a really awkward start because I know my opponent, like, we know we don't have much. So let's go in with Level Ball, see exactly what's poppin'. I'm gonna grab a Snom. I think Snom sounds really good. This is Lapras, Ruben. Hey, Xenon, what's poppin'? So just double checking through my prize cards. I mean, we prized a couple of Marnies. That's going to suck. So right now, I'm just trying to count the cards that we have access to our deck that can make us do a thing. So right now, we have 6, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we have 14 cards. So basically, we have a 33% chance-ish. I'm just going to grab the 1 to get things going out there. Jirachi Engine, I don't think we necessarily see a lot of success with that. There's already a lot of moving pieces with this deck. Yeah. So I mean, this is what we get. These are the games that might not always get shown in the video. But at least you're going to see exactly how this deck works in a live format. So our opponent's playing a Water Energy on their Pokemon. Interesting. So yeah, I'm super stoked. Okay, it looks like they're playing Inteleon Togekiss, and they have a bit of a rough start too. Boom! Let's go. We got the Crobat that's going to be hot, 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 hot. It makes more of a real connection to your audience. Yeah, no, 100%. That's the whole goal. Now, the question is, do I want to evolve or do I want to use Body Surf? I need to think about that for a second. Either way, I'm going to attach. In order to gain time in Pokemon, you can attach while you're thinking about other things to buy more time. Not that you want to ever slow play your opponent. Do not be that person. I would never offer that advice to anyone, nor do I condone that type of behavior. I just don't know if I want to go Body Surf, and I don't want to sit here and think until the timer runs out. So there's not really much that I'm going to be doing. I think I need to draw more with Crobat because our opponent already has a rough start. So let's go ahead and evolve into a Lapras VMAX. So not going for the Body Surf. Let's see if we can get off Crobat. We just need to draw something. Okay, we're still dealing here with a little bit of the rough hands. No reason to put something down. I will search out 1 energy with Capacious Buckets. The only reason why I'm searching out 1 is because I'm trying to have a balance of energies in my deck and thinning things out. So I think it's a fine balance. It's probably correct to do either or. So grab 2 energies, grab 0 energies, grab 1 energy. I think it's fine just to grab 1. Yo, what's poppin'? Hey, how's it going, Kill a Deer? Pokemon super fun. Since we have the Air Balloon, I'm not sure where I'd want to attach it. Normally, I'd want to go onto a Snom, or a Frosmoth or something like that. The reason why I'm not playing it down is because I'd rather our opponent Marnie us. So no way to attack. I'm just gonna go ahead here and pass. Hey Chris, how's it going? So this is really one of those things where we're gonna try to attempt to win this game. And sometimes when you have a large hands, such as when we have 6 cards, your opponent has a higher chance of martying you. Your hand looks a little bit more enticing. But they're just gonna max glide right into us. 120, that's fine. I don't know exactly how they're gonna be able to attack. This deck's a little bit more interesting. I don't like that it's double weak to lightning, to be honest. Not that I want to sit here and like talk down on anyone's deck or anything like that. Like, I mean, if you're rocking a Togekiss and Teleon deck, that's awesome. But in terms of like competitive play, you probably want to not have a dueling weakness if you're going to go with double VMAXs. Yeah, happy Easter, everyone. You don't necessarily have to be religious. I just hope that everyone has a solid weekend. I do celebrate Easter. I'm not the most religious person. I mean, I'd say that I'm spiritual in a lot of ways. There's a lot of things where I still have questions that need to be answered. So in all my age and all my world travels and all my learnings, I'm still confused about religion, but I hope that everyone's having a wonderful day. And they get to spend time with friends and family, whether that's in person or virtually. Here, unfortunately, in Ontario, we're in a 4-week lockdown, mandatory, so I can't really see my family beyond my dad, which he's only one person, so it's the same household, even though we live 10 minutes apart. So I think I'm going to go ahead, attach the water energy to a Lapras VMAX. And I'll get to all the answers in the chat on my opponent's turn. Let's go Marnie. It's going to be great against Max Glide. I don't think I want to go Lapras down in this matchup. The other Lapras. What are your thoughts on Chilling Reign? It's a really good set. You celebrated by eating chocolate. That's a very good choice. I'm about it. You're religious. That's very good, Bakura. I mean, everyone can be whatever they want. Easter's about the Easter Bunny for me. Hey, we take those. So just because I need to evolve other things, I am going to put a Snom down in case they were to ever knock out a Snom. Same thing, I'm going to put down a Lapras. So we're kind of jumping back into this game a little bit. Sucks that our opponent got the first hit in. But basically, since they have a bunch of VMAX Pokemon, I think we could do pretty good here. I'm going to go Capacious Bucket. Now I'm going to rip the 2 energies out of the deck. Because I think we can get the back with Training Courts. I'm not going to play Training Court down in case they play a Stadium, like a Power Plant or something like that. So let's go G-Max Pump, hit him in the face. Well, we've been in lockdown for over a year now. I mean, we're in a strict stay indoors order right now. So non-essential things are all closed. Stuff like that. So really just grocery store, gas station, people working, nothing really fun going on. That's what I mean. But that's all good. I mean, we're all in this together, everyone. If you ever feel like you're alone or if you're going through a tough time, feel free to always, my DMs are always open. My Discord server is always welcoming. So that's one of the things that I try to pride myself on, is try to create a welcoming environment. Yo, what's poppin'? Ramen Muncher. Word. And thank you for being a channel member. Same thing, Last Protect, Xenon. I mean, I appreciate all my channel members. If you haven't already, I offer my deck list to my channel members. No! No, they use the Cheryl. That's dirty, 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 dirty. They're gonna go Hydro Snipe. Yikes. That is kind of rough. That's a little bit rough there. Okay, we're gonna go Training Court. Hey, how's it going, Logan? Boin deck. I'm so bad at pronouncing. Yes, it's a very good deck. Okay, so let's build this up, because I mean, I think they're gonna go 60. We're gonna go 180. They're gonna go 60. We're gonna go 180. So we're still winning this fight. Cheryl is going to be. We need to get an Oko at some point. So let's go this. We have no energies on our discard pile, as you can see with Training Court, but always double check. At this point, I want to go Air Balloon. I'm going to put Air Balloon on this Pokemon that's going to turn into a Frosmoth. I miss in person. I should be picking up some staples. I haven't picked up any. I've only been picking up a few like sealed products and opening them. So yeah, let's start building up the fatty Lapras on the bench. We're gonna grab out the Frosmoth. Note that we have 7 energies left. In this deck's good, 1 Zacian V and 59 Grass. I mean, unfortunately not. Rate your deck. Unfortunately, fortunately a little bit, it's not as competitive as other decks. So let's go Capacious Bucket. We're gonna go like this. And we're gonna grab the energy from Training Court first. So we want to power up this Pokemon. Remember, Frosmoth can only rip to the bench Pokemon. So let's go that. Let's go there. Perfect. Now, I could go ahead and build up my board a little bit more. I think I'm actually going to go ahead and, you want to know what? My hand seems pretty good. I'm going to discard the boss orders. Let's just go with a card. It doesn't matter what I'm choosing. We're just going to put this back and go for a Lapras VMAX. So we're all set up here with a double Lapras. Normally Lapras goes in for a 2 HKO or an OHKO, either a 2-hit or a 1-hit knockout. Here we're going to go with a 2-hit model, because that's how it's been dealing with. So let's see exactly what's going on. Okay, they got the experience share going, they got the new Kricketune V, and they're going to Rose. Okay, so Rose is going to be their way to power things up. That's going to be a little bit scary. So it looks like Rose Kricketune is a weird strategy. I guess that's how they're building it up with the Togekiss. That's fine. They are probably going to hit right into a Snom to draw extra prize cards. Yeah. At this point, I'm not necessarily worried about what they're going to do to a Crobat V. Seems a little bit interesting. And yeah, Raphael, I can definitely cover Alakazam V in the future. It's something that if people want it, channel members can suggest decks. So if you subscribe, I definitely will take it more into consideration to the channel membership, that is. So I would appreciate that, and then I could definitely see what we could do and see what everyone wants to do, if that makes sense. Okay, so first and foremost, there's no reason for me to use Training Court until the end of my turn. We already have Knockout on board, but I want to follow it up with a Knockout on something like a Togekiss VMAX or an Inteleon VMAX. Let's go Professor's Research. So a little bit of an awkward hand. I want to get a big Lapras. And I mean, when I say huge, I mean huge. Keldeo GX could be good. I don't necessarily want to put it down because our opponent can hit into it. And Resolute Blade's only going to do 250. So let's go ahead and now let's go Ice Dance. So I want to build up this Lapras as big as possible. So just answering a question to the chat. Let's go Level Ball. Considering we have some resources that we were probably going to toss away, I'm trying to thin my deck out a little bit. There's Mew and there's Frosmoth. When it comes to cards, when you're deciding on what to thin, try to decide cards that are a little bit more not useful. So since I'm pitching my hand away with the Dedenne-GX anyways, actually, you want to know what? I'm not going to pitch. They could play Great Catcher. You want to know what? I'm not going to go ahead and I'm not pitching my hand away. I'm going to just grab the Frosmoth. That seems fine. So I'm going to go here and have I used Switch yet? Not really. Okay, so we're going to go Ice Dance. Changing my mind, this potentially gives them a win con if they play Great Catcher. So I'm catching myself making a potential mistake. That's why I did not pitch my hand away. I shouldn't have played Level Ball in that case, although it doesn't really matter. So let's go ahead and rip into the Inteleon. I think Togekiss is fine. It's just not super well positioned in our formats. So we're going to draw some prize cards. So let's see exactly what's going on. So there's a Rose Tower. So we're not going to be able to get back our energies. We might want to get back our energies with the Ordinary Rod that we just ripped out of our prize cards. And we need to do 310. So right now we're doing 90 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 30 for each one. That's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 150 plus 90, 240 damage. That means we need to do another 3 in order to knock out an Inteleon or knocking out a Togekiss. So it's going to be a little bit tough. And yeah, Mango, I have seen both. I covered it on my channel. They're both awesome. So they do play the great catcher. I did make the right call. They could have definitely knocked me out there. So we're going to see exactly what's going on. There's Hydro Snipe. They're going to rip an energy back. So that means we do need to have 4 here. So we see the boss orders. Boss orders is not going to do anything. Let's go ahead here and attach. So I started playing Pokemon around Ruby Sapphire, around 2003, 2004, 2005 era. It's kind of a bit of a blurry mess. I'm going to go Pokemon Communication, putting this back into the deck, because I'd rather have that in my deck and discard something else. We do have the energies left in order to make this happen. So let's go ahead and try to make this happen. So let's shuffle in 2 basic energy cards. 1, 2. I am going to go Quick Ball here, and I'm going to Quick Ball away a Frosmoth. Now, depending on what I have here, I think I'm going to go ahead and try and... Yeah, I think I'm going to go for the research first. No reason to put anything else down. I'm not sure which one's better. Yo, what's poppin', Joey? How's it going? I really like a lot of decks right now. I'm not sure what my favorite deck is right now. My favorite deck of all time is probably Dialga. So we did get the switch, and I think we're going to be able to get this. So let's go switch here into the Frosmoth. And this is where the deck becomes really cool. We're going to be able to go Ice Dance. Let's go Ice Dance again. I'm actually going to go for a really cool play here. I'm going to use my opponent's Rose Tower. And my opponent's just going to concede. So 7 times 3. We didn't have enough for the knockout, so I'm not entirely sure what they did there. But I mean, we take it. We totally take those dubs. Mystery box, 25 Pokecoins, word up. So taking the dub there quick on our opponents. So was there anything that we noticed about our deck there, chads, that we want to make any changes? I'm just going to go in between to the Lapras in between games. So, I mean, we didn't play against either an E-Turn, Pika, or Desi. Yeah, it's definitely not a bad deck at all. And I mean, I think it worked out well enough. We got a really poor start. So, I mean, I think the deck worked out fine. There wasn't a point where we had too many energies or anything like that. The double boss orders is probably a little bit on the weaker side. And that's one thing that I noticed. I don't know if there's a way for us to cut something for a boss orders. Kingdra does more damage than a Lapras, but it's so much harder to set up. It's a stage 1 versus stage 2 mindset, and you need to set up 2 stage 2s. So I'm honestly not sure what I'd really want to cut from this deck for another boss. But usually with a VMAX deck, you're just knocking out their active anyways. Yeah, the Mew's really good for the Rapid Strike Urshifu matchup, so that they could snipe off your Frosmoths and make your deck basically terrible. So let's try another one. Why do people even play in Psychic or Grass Mewtwo? They just play those because Mewtwo can copy a lot of different attacks. Let's try another game, see exactly what's poppin'. Would Suicune be better? I'll double check, Mango. So we have this one, put 2 water energy attached to your hand, so you do 130. So you don't actually one-shot them, you still two-shot them, and you rip the energies back to your hands. Lapras actually rips their energies back to their hand and might make it so that they can't attack. Best single prize deck at the moment. So yeah, Aqua Wash rips their energy back to their hand. I think this one might be a little bit better. Either way, it's still a dicey tech against Desi. Exactly. Best single prize card deck is probably Mad Party or Decidueye. Probably Decidueye. I don't know. It's really tough between those two. So let's go ahead and try another game in the Versus. Also, thank you everyone. We got 50 people watching right now. This is more than I expected today, considering this type of content usually has been a little bit rough lately. I'm not gonna lie. I feel the love on the E-Turn videos, not on the Spiritomb video. So it's one of those things where we're gonna have to see how that goes. But I'm glad that everyone's here. If you haven't already, give this video a like, thumbs up. It does help out the YouTube algorithm. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more Pokemon content. I do Pokemon content 7 days a week. Here we are on Easter Sunday. Happy Easter, everyone. And then playing some Pokemon. So we won the flip. Yep, we want to go first. See exactly how it goes. Starting a little bit, you know, awkward. We'll have to see exactly how it goes. That's going to be because reuse the energy after. That's fair. That's fair. I don't even know how I want to deal with this. It looks like we're playing against like single strike Urshifu that can go through anything anyways. I'll attach one to the Keldeo in case we need to retreat it. I don't think it's worthwhile for me to play a Level Ball yet, because I don't think they're going to knock out my Snom. Fingers crossed, if they do, my hand was poor anyways. I'm going to try to get out a Frosmoth, because Frosmoth you could search out with Level Ball. No reason for me to play Capacious Bucket, because again, I don't want to be wasting my resources yet. So we're just going to chill here. So we'll see exactly what goes on here. I don't know how this matchup should go. I honestly think it's probably going to be a poor matchup for us. They do a lot of damage. And this is why, like, Lapras is built different than other decks. As much as this deck's cool, it's just not as cool as other things. It's water type. That's really the biggest thing that we have going on. And I covered this deck on the channel before, too. So if you haven't got a chance to check it out, check it out. Yeah, their laser focus is really what's going to burn us here. I don't know how they fit Crushing Hammers into their deck. Hey, how's it going, Josh? Thanks so much for tuning in. And thank you so much for being a channel member, homie. I really appreciate it. You've been nothing but support. You've been nothing but supporting of me as a content creator, and I really appreciated that. I truly appreciate that, Josh. Thank you. So yeah, they're gonna laser focus, and I mean, I think this is where like Lapras kind of falls apart when it plays against one of these more real decks. We're fine to discard the water energy here, so I'm gonna go like Level Ball, search my deck for a Frosmoth. This is the first time I am searching through my deck, so we do have our lineup there. We should be okay. Looks like we prized. Yeah, I think Inteleon might be better, to be honest. Let's go see. So it looks like we have some Quick Ball prize. We have a Switch prize. There's nothing crazy prized as far as I'm concerned. So we're gonna grab the Frosmoth. I think these sleeves might be tradable. I'm honestly not sure. I'd love to rip 2 energies back to this Pokemon, if that's a possibility. So I'm gonna go ahead here, attach a water energy to Keldeo in case I can retreat it. And then I'm gonna research, because we have access to the Frosmoth at this point. No reason not to attach it. So let's get back some of this energy. And we're just going to build up a fat Lapras. We're 10 damage short of just ripping this to shreds. Those sleeves were only available when they still did 3 in a sleeve kit in the store, and most likely trade locked unless he bought it, the kit with gems. Okay, honestly, I'm not sure. Very possible. Mew does not prevent Dragon Pulse attack with the 5 damage counters. Nope, not at all. Those damage counters are different than damage. Okay. So hopefully they just don't rip this to shreds. I mean, it's certainly a possibility. If we got knocked out, we got knocked out. I'm not going to bring this up. We're a little bit short of the knockout. Like, we can't get the knockout with Keldeo GX. We can't get the knockout with Ocean Loop. So basically, we're like a turn behind. Because, yeah, I mean, either way, we would have been short in energy with a Lapras VMAX. So fingers crossed that they just don't go boss orders or something else like that and get the knockout with G-Max one blow. Yeah, these are some big attachments here. Like, the deck's functionally working. Lapras is going to fall into some inconsistency sometimes. And it's really good against Fire-type decks. Well, that means they could go Escape Rope at best. We'll see how they decide to knock out this Pokemon. If they don't decide to knock us out, we're probably in a little bit better shape than our opponent expects. They really need to get a single strike Urshifu V down because they might be facing the wrath of a Lapras VMAX. See what they're deciding to do here. They had it in their hands, so it makes me really wonder, maybe they're just really trying to go for the Oko, apply some pressure. We might be able to pull this game out, peeps. G-Max one blow, and they're going to lose all those energies too. Okay, so really scary to send up the Frosmoth here, but Frosmoth only uses, attaches to the bench Pokemon. So we're going to send up this homie. Let's get another Lappy down. I think Lappy sounds like it's a good plan. Let's go ahead, put this down. I am going to go ahead with Ordinary Rod. I just want to get back the one energy because I can get the other one back with Training Court, and then let's pitch this hand ahead away, cross our fingers that we can find a way out of the active spots. Okay, I think we're actually going to get it here, peeps. So let's go Capacious Buckets. I know I'm going to grab the 2 energies at the very least. How many energies do we need to knock out this Pokemon? So right now we're hitting for 90, 123, 180, 210, 240, 270, 300, 330. Looks like we're going to get it. Wow. Yeah, this Lappy, big old Lappy gonna slap your mama. Let's go Ice Dance. Attach there. So with 8 energies, that's 240 plus 90, that's 330. This is crazy. The fact that we pulled the knockout out of our butts is great, and the fact that our opponent made the misplay of not putting down a single strike Urshifu means that we're really looking to target other things at this point. So with the 8 energies there, we might see a concession from our opponents. I honestly wouldn't be surprised. 8, 240, 90, 330. I just want to make sure 330, 330. No reason for us to put anything else down. Actually, you want to know what? I will put other things down. Yeah, this deck's kind of hot. And the balloon, of course, the balloon. I am going to grab another Snom down, just in case they do knock out the Frosmoth in any capacity. That could be a win con for them at some point. Not really, but let's err on the on the safe side. Yeah, Lapras is going Slappers. I think we'll be pretty good after rotation with Pikarom gone. Yeah, that's very true. Lightning's not, whatever. I mean, I think Inteleon has more accomplishments than Lapras. Lappy gives Slappy. Let's get it! Okay, Crushing Hammer, not going to be a really big deal, especially since we have Energy Acceleration. Switch that we have is going to be pretty hot. If anything, we're really looking to target down Urshifu. I mean, this is why they needed an Urshifu to kind of back things up. So, it's okay. Finishing off the rest of this cold brew coffee. There's another one. Boom. So what's that? 6 times 3, that's 180. 180 plus that, so we're doing what, 270? It one-shot Lapras, so maybe. So it's a cold brew coffee from a Canadian company. So I try to support local when possible, and support Canadian when possible. So got some cool stuff going on there. I mean, I need to be caffeinated at all times, otherwise I'm completely an ass. So this is making me stable. What can they do with the impact blow? Jeez, they're going all in on that thing. It doesn't really matter, but Lapras is top tier. Yeah, exactly. Lapras is like, it's okay right now. It's functionally fine. Okay. Well, I'll answer that question in a moment. Let's see exactly what we could do here. I'm gonna grab out the Frosmoth because Frosmoth sounds hot. We can get out a card out of our deck. So let's go ahead and grab another Lapras VMAX. Start powering up that one. Now, our opponent did offer us 2 prize cards here. So let's go ahead, and since we're going to be pitching this hand away anyways with the Dedenne-GX, let's go switch here. So, oops, just answered my question. It does 1 lap with whatever. Should build Lucario Metal if I can't afford something like Zacian V. Zacian V is very important for Luke Metal. We're going to go with the Dedenne because if we get a boss, our opponent's just going to concede. So we're going to go with that. Boss on an Urshifu would be amazing. Yeah. So let's watch, let's see what our opponent decides to do here. I'm just going to get an energy back from the discard pile and start building this up in case they don't concede. Not that you ever want your opponent to concede, but I mean, I don't see how they're ever going to come back from this situation. Absolutely destroying our opponent. Yeah, there's the concession, everyone. I just realized I can't trade with booster packs online from the online store. Yeah, so you can't trade the packs that you do that. You got to you can go to a store like PTCGO store if you want packs that you could trade with. That certainly would be helpful, Sergius. So go to PTCGO store right now.com, plug in some codes from Tim Burton's. I did not get my coffee from Tim Hortons. As much as Tim Hortons is kind of like a Canadian thing, I'm a little too much of a coffee snob. Yeah, Laffy got this slappy. Exactly. It's like a 6ix9ine song. Pull out the Lappy sideways. Let it rip like a Beyblade. Yeah, exactly, Ismail. Thank you. Okay, so I think we'll have time for one more quick game here, peeps, before we finish on the list. Maybe we're gonna see exactly what goes on here. And everyone, like this video. Come on, give this video a like, please. We got 67 people watching, which is broken, and we only got 36 likes. So we totally appreciate that. And if you're new to the stream or new to Zacklaslash PTCG, please subscribe. On our way to 3,000, we're trying to get there earlier than later. Exactly. The guy wearing the Travis Scott tee and the Trap God hat definitely knows a thing about rap music. I might know more about rap music than I know about Pokemon. And that says a lot, right? Lappy Slappy gonna get clappy. This actually looks like a fairly okay hands. We want to start with Lapras because I don't want to start with Crobats. I think that's pretty simple. Crobat has an ability we want to use. Lapras is a Pokemon that we want to have on our bench or in play in general. So with our opponent playing the Zard deck, are they going to be playing a fire type deck? They're playing Zacian. So let's go Water Energy goes here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we're not going to be able to get the Frosmoth down. Or the Snom down or anything like that. I don't want to go Crobat for 1. However, it'd be so good if we could just rip a Level Ball. So out of all the Pokemon that we could rip through our deck, I think we have what? 4, 7, 10. There's like 10 cards that we could get. So that means, I don't know. We also haven't seen one. Okay, yeah, you wanna know what? I'm not gonna take the risk with the Crobat. I don't think it's worthwhile. We'll see what our top deck is next turn. We might lose here, and that's fine. Luke Metal's an interesting deck to play against. ADP is an interesting deck to play against. With the tag call, that's a really awkward tech in their deck. The big charm ain't gonna save you, bruh. Ain't gonna save you, bruh. We got a downvote from everybody. Someone pissed in their cornflakes, bro. Oh, we're gonna get punished by the Mawile. I never would have thought of the Mawile when I saw this, when they go for the tag call. Whatever, that's fine. And thank you for all the love on this video, peeps. I really appreciate it. Been down a little bit about the views lately, but I appreciate it. Take it easy, Mango. Have yourself a wonderful day. Cynthia Caitlyn in this deck is so bizarre. I mean, it doesn't matter because our start's kind of meh, but like, whatever. Watch him rip like 3 energies as well. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. Of course we would have got it off the Crobat. Jeez. Let's look through our deck for the first time. Looking pretty okay. Keldeo GX, I mean, we don't really need to worry about that too much. Actually, we can probably go Body Surf this turn. So let's go Marnie because our hand is quite large. I think that sounds like a really good idea. Lapras here could be absolutely huge, potentially, because we could rip the energies off the ADP, and then they might be like, oh, cool, I don't see another reason to put down anything else, so I'm gonna go Body Surf and Swap, setting up the Crobat. Oh, we got another downvote. Thank you, everyone. Really appreciate it. Super fun times. But in all seriousness, like, if there's something that you don't like about my content, feel free to let me know. I'd love to have a constructive talk with every single person. If you're just doing it to be mean, I mean, I guess you got me. I don't know what else to say. What deck do I think is the best deck in the game right now? Honestly, I'm unsure. I thought it was Victini Mewtwo the other day. It's not Victini Mewtwo. I'd say ADP-zation is the best deck. It might not be the most well-positioned every single day. Yeah, that's exactly what the plan is. Thank you, Lightning Strike Gaming, for coming in. Really appreciate it. I know that I've seen you talk in a few of the streams, so I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for supporting my content and being around here. And I really like the stuff that that your store has been doing lately. Picking up Gabe Smart was a really good idea. Gabe's very good at Pokemon, and he's a very good member of the community. Let's go with Level Ball first. I think... Wait, did they... We need to figure out exactly what's going on. Let's grab another Snom here. They did not use their GX attack. I am going to go ahead here and attach. I'm going to go Quick Ball here, rip this hand away. Unfortunately, losing Ordinary Rod, but that's fine. We are going to grab a Dedenne-GX. And hopefully we get something good going on here, peeps. Not exactly the good that I was talking about, but we're 1 energy off from getting what I wanted. I don't want to grab Lapras out. I don't want to do a lot of things. So let's go Ice Dance. So I'm going to go with a different strategy. I'm going to hope that our opponent does not have a bunch of ways to make this happen. We're going to go all in on this Lapras. And we're going to go for Ocean Loop. So that's going to put only 2 energies back into our hands. We have our energies for next turn that we can attach. And I mean, as long as they don't go Metal Saucer, or anything like that, knock us out with Zacian V, I think we're really good. Come on, please. I don't deserve to be punished. I've been a good boy, I swear. This is honestly gonna be really awkward if they get it. I mean, they're down double Metal Saucers, so they need to get like an energy switch and an energy and a switch. Like, there's a lot of cards that they need, and that's also them foregoing their GX attack. Pretty much their Altered Creation GX. So we'll have to see exactly. I really hope that they just pitch this whole hand away. I don't. Oh, it's so frustrating. Hopefully they just find their water energy. This might be bad. There's the Aurora energy. You know you hate to see it, peeps. You know you hate to see it. Oh, are they going to Great Catcher up a Dedenne? Okay, I saw the Great Catcher and I was like, what is going on here? They're thinning out their deck. They're about to pitch with Dedenne. Really weird text in their ADP deck. Never seen an ADP deck like this, but that's fine. We're gonna go with the Heartbreak. Did they get the energy switch? Are they gonna get the energy switch here, people? I'm trying to click your cards. I do the same thing every single time I play PTCGO. No, 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 no. We're absolutely getting bopped here by the Zacian. Okay, well, they did forgo their GX attack. That's honestly my soul is crying on the inside. Okay, I guess we're gonna send up Snom. We're gonna send up Frosmoth. Sorry, Frosmoth, you might be the one that gets sacrificed here. We're gonna go Water Energy on Lapras. We're gonna go Ice Dance on Lapras, and we're gonna pitch his hand away because we're trying to get set up one last time. Because I think we still have a chance. We got like a Lapras VMAX, we got another Frosmoth, we got energies left, we got Training Court left. I mean, we got options. So let's try to make those options happen. So let's go Ice Dance here. We're not going to be able to knock out the Zacian, but that's fine. At this point, I honestly don't know what we're looking for. We don't need any card in our hand. Our opponents used a lot of their resources in order to make everything happen. Let's go Ice Dance. Let's go Ice Dance. We're just going to pass here at this point because everything else in the world is fine. I don't know what they're going like that for. Are they going to have switch? Are they going to retreat, switch, boss, knock us out? I don't know. They can't retreat with Air Balloon and then do it. Dude, want to play Showdown with me? I mean, Unsortable Swords. I don't play VGC really, but I would learn. Join into my Discord server and we'll see exactly how it goes. 1, 2, let's see how many energies I have here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 is 150, 240. That knocks out every single Pokemon that they could ever attack with. So let's go ahead here and go G-Max Pump. Really can't do anything else with this hand, but that's fine. We still have access to Keldeo GX as an attacker, peeps, so keep that in mind. And seriously, thank you everyone for tuning in here. You're really making my Easter Sunday morning amazing. I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else in the world except here streaming right now. And I honestly mean that from the bottom of my heart. It's such a fun ride right now. I really hope they attack us with the Zacian V right now. I really, really wish they would. So we're bringing this kind of awkward start back. Really would like, I don't even know what we're looking for. The Marnie is not bad, because our hand virtually has nothing. Might be a better hand. Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I truly do. I am so close to getting this knockout here, peeps. With the Keldeo GX on their Pokemon, I just need 3 energies, 2 more energies. Maybe we could get it off the prize cards. Let's go G-Max Pump for the knockouts. Maybe they won't be able to get the knockouts. It could be a fairy. The case is they can Marnie. So that's the part that makes it really tough. I'm super excited about those. I really like the Diamond and Pearl era of Pokemon, Platinum. So I'm very, very excited to play those again. So they're going to go Wily Bites. They Wily Biting for a lot here. If we get 1 water energy, Capacious Buckets, something, we win with the Keldeo. So let's go ahead here and send up the Frosmoth, because we have the Air Balloon in hands. Level Ball's not going to make it there. So let's thin out our deck a little bit. Is Pokemon competitive considered an esports? Pokemon TCG, I'd lightly consider it that. I don't have any attacks, right? Like, that I can use. I just want to make sure that there's, like, no random attacks. How many switching cards? We could also double check that. So they played 2 switch. They might just have it. I have beaten. Yeah, so we're super close. I don't use full art trainers, Luke, just because I like the aesthetic. It's something I might do in the future. I'm honestly not sure. I'm going to go Air Balloon here, and then I'm just going to wall with the Keldeo, because Keldeo does have the Pure Hearts. I'm going to give them the sad face because we missed it. So we'll have to see. Yeah, they have the boss orders. That's going to get their last prize card. We were 1 energy short. That Marnie absolutely destroyed us, but that's okay. We had a really good run, and I mean, I think it showcased exactly what this deck can do. So we'll finalize the list here. And this is the Lapras list that we're going to end on, peeps. So I really, I think this list is pretty hot in general. I think it's one of those things where I'm super happy with how this list turned out. Keldeo GX seems like a worthwhile inclusion, even in this last thing. Like, we were an energy short of winning the game. And I mean, I think this deck overall is probably the best Lapras list available. Like, honest from the bottom of my heart, not making that up. And I mean, it's really one of those things. Yo, Zach, I was going to join your chat room on Discord yesterday, but my phone died. That's okay, Solomon12. feel free to join another time. We're just trying to vibe out. Me and some friends were just playing some Fortnite. And I mean, that's what the Discord server is about. It's just vibing out with some friends. And I mean, vibing out with our community. I mean, I'd consider everyone in our community friends, at least in some regards. And if we're not friends yet, or if you're a little bit distant from me, feel free to hang out. So this is the list we're ending off with, peeps. I think this list is absolutely broken. Give it a try. I am going to have this deck in the Discord for all of our channel members who choose the deck list package and above, although you can rewatch this video, and both lists are in the description below. So if you're missing any of the cards for these decks, you can go to PTCGOstore.com, plug in code ZLASAGE5 to save 5% on your next order. So I mean, I think this is going to be pretty awesome. I really appreciate all the thanks, everyone. Just reading through, I'll answer a few more questions before we head off here. Once during you made a video on how to get a typical deck, then you trade all the new cards for a new deck. I keep all the cards, so I just have a large collection of cards. Joshua, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Hey, that's awesome. Seriously, great job. I've now beaten Zation ADP, Lapras VMAX SSH. The only deck I'm not able to beat is Mad Party is my arch nemesis. Any tips? I mean, so not every deck can beat every other deck. If you're looking for particular tips, feel free to reach out, look for some coaching. I do offer coaching. But beyond that, I mean, it depends on what deck you're playing. And I mean, I think you want to have something, maybe have single prize card attackers against it, and isolate their 2 prize card or more attackers. So that being said, we're gonna sign off here. I do want to make one quick thing. So we're gonna jump over here, and then I'm just gonna turn this off. I'm gonna go like this. And I should have had this saved up a little bit beforehand, but that's okay. It's my first time really doing something like this. So I just want to give a shout out to all the channel members here, peeps. We should be all good. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I think just to answer you right now before we head off, Centiskorch is very good right now. I think it's one of those things where it's not as great as other decks, but it's still very good. Luke, I think the Bird Trio GX is okay. It's never been amazing, but it's okay. So just want to give a quick shout out to the channel members. We got Ali Plays Pokemon, Xenon TCG, Smart TCG, Slavin Tizik, Joshua Sutherland, Justin C, The Home Junkie, Samuel Stapowski, Yoshi3483, an anonymous user, Jake R, it's Lido26, Jake Mall, Tilted AF, Patrick Colding, Hardwood, Joshua Izel, Jonathan Sampson, The Encrypted TCG, A Fairy, Daniel Bertrand, and Last Protect. If you haven't already become a channel member, would totally appreciate if you could. I mean, I offer deck lists, I offer coaching, I offer special Discord perks, and in general, like it's kind of a way to be like, thank you, Zach, for the content that you've been creating. And I mean, if you're not in a financial position to do so, I totally understand. With that being said, I would more than appreciate it if you did become a channel member. So I really appreciate it in general, and everyone who's watched this video so far. That being said, I am going to sign off. So thank you so much, everyone, for watching this stream, and stay tuned for future Pokemon TCG live gameplay videos like this one, where we cover some decks. Thank you so much, everyone. Peace out.